Hi everyone, welcome to Dice and Dynamics. We are a live action D&D podcast stream here on Twitch, also on Discord, and
Huge on
we
Discord.
are so dedicated, or at least I'm dedicated to fully committing to the role-play and the experience setup. One of the major themes of our rendition on Descent into Avernus is bureaucracy and fantasy. So, in preparation for the kind of experiences my character will have to go through, I went through the DMV today. It was terrible. This game isn't. Please watch us.
Wow, what a
Thank you.
stunning endorsement. Thank you. Thank you, Fish. Yes, we are playing Baldur's Gate, Sent into Avernus. Last we left our heroes, they were in the Bone Brambles, and we're experiencing the odd happenings there and the various denizens, where they saw the piece of the Orderer that Mordenkainen sent them to get. However, it is owned by a hag who is willing to make a deal for it. However, what she is looking for in return is a tall order. That is the blood of a powerful being. That blood being of a pit fiend or higher. And the party was provided some suggestions on where they could acquire such a thing. And that is where we will pick back up.
Are we still standing in front of her, or did we walk away?
That is up to you guys.
So we were just given the information of the who, the what, and the you find out where, right? Okay.
We are in a circle right now.
Yeah, so we have to get the blood of a pit fiend, and one of them we're not touching with the 10-foot pole.
Because it's... Oh yeah, because it's Archon
the Cruel.
Yeah. Jeremina says, well... Archon the Cruel...
Maybe he's friendly?
Well, he's in hell, so I don't think so. I think if you get the name Archon the Cruel, it's probably because it's what it is on the tin.
You're not very nice.
Yeah.
And who's the other one? The other one was someone who was like tied up or chained up.
Yeah, it was like Xenophon, something like that. I'm pretty sure it had a Z in it. Or maybe a TZ. Or maybe a TS. Because I know about language. Bitch.
Awfully enough, I don't think I wrote down that name. All I know is that he's chained up.
Okay, we'll just ask.
Yeah, we can do that.
Oh, it's Kat. I did write it. Katsutash. I'm gonna write that down in the chat.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so you did. Sorrow Lady of the Swamp. Brambles. Fuck.
What did you call it? The swamp?
Jason, can you give us a pronunciation of the chained up person, since we know that we have the name written?
Tasashi?
I'm looking for the pronunciation guide right now.
Thank you.
Is that how you spell it, though?
It's in the group chat.
I have to look. No, that is not. But it's close.
Well,
rip. Give me 2 seconds. I gotta.
Oh yeah, I didn't get to show you guys my new hair.
It's blue!
Yes! Oh my god. You are devastating. Oh. Fucking killing it.
It's nice to feel free. So, the two options we have is talk to Archon the Cruel, and maybe he'll
We aren't doing that.
This is out of character. So the two options is talk to Archon the Cruel, or go talk to this chained up dude and hope there's a deal we can make where it's not going to cost us our soul.
See, out of character, I feel like,
Excuse me, sorry.
I mean, entirely out of character, entirely like meta knowledge. I feel like we could, like, I feel like if we went to Archon the Cruel, like, we are not in an echelon he cares
Even
about.
recognizes.
Right, and he was like pretty okay with Vox Machina until they had something that he wanted. And like, I genuinely do not think we will, until we get the Sword of Zariel, we are not on
His radar.
the, like,
Which
his
is why
frequency.
I said talking to him, because I don't think we're not definitely not powerful
can't
enough
fight
to
him.
fight him.
No.
Yeah.
We're not fighting him.
The
Right.
only thing this party could do is reason with him
Negotiate, yeah.
if he even
The
gives us
thing-
an option.
The thing is, what we would get from him is a drop of
Tiamat's
Pit
blood.
fiend blood.
Tiamat's,
That's around his
no,
neck.
No, it's
Tiamat's
Tiamat's
blood.
Oh yeah, because that's to be a pit fiend or more powerful.
Right,
Yeah.
and Tiamat is the queen of drag, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Like, the Lady of the Brambles said that that would be like way more than enough. Like,
Yeah,
um,
but
So-
the cost of it could be pretty fucking big.
because the thing is,
It really
it's
could be
like figuring out if Archon the Cruel is. I feel like if we went after him, we would be promising up like the Sword of Zariel, or like, here's we go to the guy who's chained up. It's probably going to be another, like, we either fight and kill him or we do
A deal.
a task for him. But I feel like if when we do that task, that could have ramifications.
Mhm.
But Archon
guys-
the Cruel is from a different universe.
You guys would also know that there are likely other options. These are just the ones that were suggested to you.
Yeah, we
Um,
just don't know what those options are at this point, so we're going off
Sure,
of what we
Yeah,
have.
we were given like a direct option because I
Well,
don't
what?
know. Maybe Jeremina would have a good idea of how. Would Jeremina have a good idea of how powerful a pit fiend is?
She can make a history or nature check with
See,
advantage.
I gotta think about if Jeremina.
Would know.
Right.
Or have
I'm gonna
studied
think,
interest.
if I could think about that a little bit.
Yeah,
I feel
absolutely.
like I'm sorry to have this discussion out of character. I hate doing out of character discussions on this, but I have a lot of feelings.
Yeah, and also this is like.
This is
to
a
be
big
fair,
one.
I feel like I feel like a lot of times now that we're in it and we're in the sandbox section, we are gonna have to have a lot of out of character
Yeah.
discussions about what we want to do next in a more genuine manner, rather than in
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate, we were more directed towards things so we could have in character conversations.
Yeah.
I gotta,
It happened
Okay,
in TOA too. You guys would fairly be able to assume, not that I am suggesting this, that Zariel would certainly be more powerful than a pit fiend, and it's likely the Lady of the Brambles didn't suggest Zariel because
That's your
She-
mommy.
she works for her.
So here's my thoughts. Jermina's gonna push for blah 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 blah, but I
she
want to go to
think?
Archon the Cruel. That has, I mean, just like the
That'll
most
be
meat,
fun.
and I feel like it's like the most like big, like I want to make like a dramatic choice here, and I feel like going for Archon the Cruel has like, I feel like that would play like so strongly into the dynamics of like the politics here, because Archon the Cruel is like at the same level as us, as like
Mhm.
people who are outside of the economy. Like, we are here to disrupt the system. And I know that Archon the Cruel is here. I mean, because one, he's a devotee of Tiamat, right? Like,
Mhm.
that's his shit.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
that he's I mean, he's got the hand of Vecna.
Yep.
Because now there's I think someone homebrewed an artifact that's Archon the Cruel's hand.
I think it would be harder to get the Tiamat blood from Archon because that's like basically his holy symbol. But we can work around that by like, because we know what Archon's deal is. He is cruel with
Oh right, I was supposed to be finding a pronunciation on that. I will
thank you.
return to that activity.
I like
you.
Kochichi. That's his name now.
Yeah.
There we go.
So Kochichi, we know he's chained. So
Right.
maybe he's
We release him. He gives us his blood. Done.
But that
And
would
that's-
also. Oh
We
man.
releasing.
I also think I can say genuinely in character that Siobhan would more likely want to go talk to Archon the Cruel because that's a person that can be reasoned with versus someone who's chained up is going to ask for release, and we don't know what that's going to do.
exactly.
So that's
Here's-
something I can genuinely say Siobhan would be for.
I think I got the approach that I'm gonna go for. I think Jeremina is going to propose learning more about the options because I feel like if she learns that Archon the Cruel is like not like Kikuchi is from here. He is a guy born into the politics, he's bound to his nature. But if someone comes in from out, then they want something that we can't. Like this is like Archon the Cruel is on our level. He knows what donuts taste like. He knows about like taxes that aren't hell taxes.
Also the
And how to dodge them, evade them.
Also, it will narratively be interesting because we've been dealing with the dragon cult for a while.
Yes.
It will be
Also,
very- Go ahead.
I can make Archon the Cruel gay. I think I can bully Jason into that.
This is Jason.
At first,
we
I thought you
already-
meant that
Jesus.
Archon the Cruel. At first I thought you meant that Archon the Cruel would like meet Jeremina and interact with her, and he'd be like, you know what, it's just not worth it anymore.
That too. That is a part of it. So no, I know that Archon the Cruel, when passed through the Jason DM, becomes bisexual. Like that is the default sexuality. However, I can make Archon the Cruel gay. I can make him see Jeremina and go, "Is this compet? I gotta unpack this later. I'll talk about it later." I love you, Joe. I'm sorry, man.
It will
Sponsor
be
our
very
program.
funny. It will
Alright.
be very funny when it turns out the entirety of Descent into Avernus is just the Swap Me episode.
God.
All right.
All right, folks. Do we got a plan? Great.
So wait,
Actually-
what was the plan?
We're gonna
Wait, okay.
yeah.
I just need to because y'all. I didn't hear a decision. I just heard
It's
talking.
Just in character now.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
character.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
So I will be honest, based off of the two options that were given here, I am not a big fan of going to someone chained up. Because
Right, because why'd you get chained up in hell?
and there's a non-zero chance. Like, would it be easy to take his blood? Probably. But I don't think that we'd be able to get in and get out of wherever he is very easily.
Right, because something I was just thinking about is if he's chained up, one, who the fuck chained him up? Something bigger than him, who has a vested interest in keeping him chained up, but if we want to take his blood on good footing, he's gonna want us to release him. And he got chained up. I feel like it's really hard to get chained up here. Like you just get killed. That's my feelings, right? Like you would just get killed, start over. Put you on the
Ironically enough,
stick.
makes me question if he got chained up purely to use
Tax evasion.
his blood, or maybe tax evasion. Maybe it was tax evasion.
Oh, that's not well.
Like
mean, with
his
Archon-
bodily fluids are of some use to somebody, or he is of some use to somebody, and so that's why he's chained up instead of being dead.
You're doing so well, Mark.
He's resisting so hard.
Well, and also, I mean, like, Archon the Cruel, like, saying that someone is cruel in Avernus is like saying that, like,
Like no shit.
they're a part of, like, the HOA.
The what?
The Homeowners Association.
Hell Owners Association.
What?
Uh,
What is
oh,
that?
you don't want to know. You don't want to
No.
know. No.
I mean, we don't. I had to learn what rent was. We don't have rent in
Mhm.
Luskin.
Yeah.
I mean, my
It's-
Vicarious just killed our land lord.
Okay. My point is that basically saying that he's cruel is like saying like, he's not very nice.
Well, no.
He's
so
like a
here's
run of the
my-
mill kind of demon.
No, no, no,
Yeah,
no,
he's
no, no,
not
no,
gonna
no.
be that.
Here's my thing. If that was true, every one of these motherfuckers would be named something the Cruel.
Actually,
But
I mean, no one really asks. They could be.
I'm gonna ask her a question.
okay, yeah, no, that's good. That's good. Ask.
Lady of the Brambles,
Yes, my dear.
what exactly is Archon the Cruel? Is he like a demon? Is he a human? Is he
Is he
mortal?
not?
God damn it.
He's a dragonborn man in service of the Queen of Dragons.
Okay, so maybe the cruel thing is just a title relative to his actions instead of.
Yeah. He basically just sounds like Tiamat Jeremina.
Yeah, actually. Wait. As
Jeremina, he's not here right now. He can't see you bring
Jeremina, Siobhan's gonna turn to Jeremina, and she
Ah.
is gonna ask, "Do you think? Are you on good terms with your mum? Do you know? Is that like something you can quantify?"
Are you in good terms with your mom?
Yeah, actually,
Oh.
I love my mum.
See, I was gonna ask you if you had good terms with your mom, so then you could say no, and then I could be like, well, that's why we're both in hell. The
No,
feelings
see,
towards
I
my
decided
mom.
to join the military-industrial complex. That's why I'm in hell.
Arr. See, I'm in hell.
because you
because
didn't give her a
I
mother's
think
day
Very
card.
complicated feelings about the way that I play into society's expectations, and I don't want to unpack this. Okay.
The reason I ask is because if you had any way of contacting Zerial, I think she might be able.
So
Would-
here's the thing. I don't. Have I talked to my mom? Yeah. Has she taken my soul? Yeah. Have I entered into this immortal self-sacrificing pact with her? Yes. Do I think I don't know. Well, she didn't take the loan. So I don't know. I don't know. It's worth a try. I love mooching, and I've never asked her for anything else except the things that I've asked for, and the things that I ask for when I pray, and
Yeah, that's fair.
I think it's worth it.
I would say
Um,
just in case we don't want to like. I guess immediately ask her out the gate. Is that assumptive or rude?
I don't think so. I mean, she's like my god. Like, I can ask things of her. Like, you would just ask your mom anything, right? All the time?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. I'll fix it into the prayers. I'll send her a letter.
Alright. But as it stands right now, what do we want to initially start with
Okay.
or pursue?
One second. I am going to roll. You said history with advantage.
Yes.
History or nature?
Yeah, or nature, which I don't think you're.
Both the same thing for me, baby.
Uh,
That's gonna be a nat 20 for a total of
Hey.
20.
nice. You would know that there are certainly more than just the options that were given to you. Um, um, that would be present on Avernus. Um, Obviously, there are the options that were given to you. Then there is Zariel herself, as we discussed, and then Bell would be likely another option. It is unlikely, however, that the warlords like I don't think the Lady of the Brambles is interested in Ragadraga's blood.
Right.
The warlords are likely not that level. Um, so use that information how you will.
Okay, it's a 21. Does that change anything? I forgot about my +1.
No, it does not.
Okay. I had some thinking to myself. Okay? Something that I
Okay.
do, and I'm proud of it. We definitely can't do the warlords. I mean, we're looking at big fellas. Like Bill, like
Ooh.
Zariel.
Yeah.
So,
Like,
okay,
we're not looking for someone that can be easily demoted.
right. So here's my feelings. Archon ain't from here, which means that he came here from something that I think we can talk ourselves into getting him. Second, I don't know how I feel about releasing a guy that got chained.
Well, we also don't know if we'd have to release him, but I think I feel an odd sort of conflict taking blood from a guy who's chained up,
Right.
even if he deserves it.
Because the thing is, what if we take blood from him and we don't release him, and then he gets released later, and then he
He remembers our
remembers?
Oh,
faces.
that's a really good point. Yeah.
Because I feel like, knowing me,
You do tend to
I
make an impression.
well, no, I make grudges like nothing else. In
That's
fact,
exactly
I
right.
still hate this storekeeper from Baldur's Gate who didn't give me a fucking discount. Fuck you.
I love
I got a
Jeremy.
grudge list.
Mm-hmm.
Zalj is at the top, pissant. Fuck, I forgot to. I was gonna ask Jetto to kill him.
That probably wouldn't have gone very well, all things considered.
Mm,
But actually, no, he could have gotten away with it because we were literally chasing him down as a murderer, and he got away. So
Zalj sounds like me, and it's also fake, and he's definitely sleeping with his bodyguard, and he's
mhm.
very
The
racist.
Minotaur?
Oh,
Wait,
you
how do
know
you
what?
know the Minotaur?
I lived around Baldur's Gate for a little bit.
Oh, that's right, because you're
Oh,
from
right.
El I'm so stupid.
Yeah. It's like literally like the city over.
Oh, anyways, Jetto is great. You would like Jetto. He's so handsome. He's so tall. He's dating a man. Um,
We're cool with that.
and
Yeah,
and
I
he's
am
like a
completely
serial
fine with that.
killer.
I don't know why you felt like you had to bring that up.
That's for me.
She tried to ask him out.
Sure
Ah,
did.
okay.
He still dressed with me though. Danced, danced with me. But he's great. He's a serial killer. He's an assassin. He's a daughter dad.
Librarian.
Librarian.
If
His
you're bringing all
little.
these things up, I'm assuming you have a type.
You should meet my ex-husband.
I don't think I want to do that.
He's
No,
actually also kind of chill. I don't know where she gets all these stories about him being a murderer from. Which, to be fair, could also be said of Jetto, so maybe I should keep my mouth shut.
what are we?
Where do we want to start?
Oh, Archon the Cruel! We'll just send him a letter.
Lady of the
Uh,
Brambles. Uh, Final question. Also, I think you
Hardware
might be hardware
muted.
muted. Um,
Ah, Feywild's curse.
where is Archon the Cruel located?
Oh. Well, he. Oops. I had it open. He's located in the courtyard of the Dragon Throne with his armies. Or at least, when he's here in Avernus, he is.
his
It's quite a
army.
distance. Yes.
Maybe we should go with the chain guy.
Or does he usually send his armies out to attack?
No. They stay within the walls of the Dragon Throne.
So it's more like an army in the sense of it's there if he ever needs to send it somewhere.
Right,
Standing
that's what
army.
they call a standing army. It's an army that's been summoned, but it's just waiting in one location. A
Is that-
gathering of banners.
Much like the rest of Avernus, where... Actually, is the courtyard of the Dragon Throne consistently moving as well, or is it pretty stationary?
It's quite stationary, though quite a distance from here.
I say we send a letter.
How do you send letters around here?
Do you guys have postal services?
That's probably like
I'm not
privatized.
sure what you mean.
Do you guys send things by, like, imp?
Yes. We do occasionally send messages or correspondence by familiar or imp messenger, but it's a unreliable means of sending messages. You can always simply use message or other sorts of sending abilities, but know that Zariel will be listening.
Oh, I don't care if my mommy listens in. I mean, that's fine. That's her business. Shit, if she doesn't want me talking to Archon the Cruel, cough over the blood. Am I right? Fuck.
I am PSPS.
Thank you, Marty. You always smile. I really appreciate it.
I wonder if that would actually apply to my walkie-talkies.
I don't know. I also don't have the ability to, like, send that far.
Do we want to
wait,
go
we-
and see him then?
Well, we can head in that direction, I guess. Well, whatever direction that is.
I think we should send out, announce ourselves, basically, like send him a letter, send him a message to let him know that we're on our way, and that we would like to request an audience with him.
And then question,
like that.
to make sure that we're all on the same page, are we asking him politely for like his holy symbol, or are we like trying to steal it from him?
We're asking politely for like one drop
Mm-hmm.
of.
And we're not gonna ask politely. We're going to grovel and do whatever he wants within limit.
Mm-hmm.
No, we are not stealing Archon the Cruel's holy symbol. That is 100%. He probably sleeps in it. He probably sleeps in his like Florida beach house. Like I don't think he
Archon the Cruel, noted Florida man.
I was just about to say Archon Cruel
you
is
doing?
Florida man.
Oh god, that is that.
I mean, chopping off your own hand and sticking the hand it back on—that's a pretty Florida man move. I'm gonna be
That's a
honest.
Florida man move.
So do we want to send message and then start walking?
Oh, we are not walking.
We're taking the car.
I'm driving, but yeah.
Go in that direction instead of
Yes.
standing here.
Do
Okay.
you know the general direction of where he's located?
The courtyard of the Dragon Throne.
Well, I mean, like, where direction from here?
It is that direction, and drive your machine until you find the peaks, and the Dragon Throne is along them.
Okay, drive until we find the peaks. It will be along them. Okay.
Well, thank you for your time, man.
It's always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Hopefully, you'll be seeing us soon.
Well,
Hope on hope you return.
she collects souls, so maybe not.
Oh, yeah.
She takes out like a long set of tongs and just like rips a little like bud off of one of the trees and stuffs it into her bag.
Mm.
All right.
Oh.
Did we discuss? Did we figure out how we're going to send this message?
Oh,
Um,
well, we've
well-
got a little familiar of our own.
you do?
We sure do. Where the fuck
Oh.
are you? Where the fuck are you? Get over here.
Where's she floating, Chief?
Oh, I'm right here. And,
Oh, hi,
and Lulu has been watching over one of like the little like drone hags like pick at the souls, just kind of like, you're doing a great job.
Get over here, Lulu.
Okay.
All right, Lady of the Brambles, point out the direction.
She lifts like a gnarled finger. It's an
And
my
what sort
strong
of,
hand.
What sort of structure should we be looking out for?
Are you trying to make Lulu throw up?
It's
Holy
a,
fuck.
It's a large castle with 5 colored spires, with a large courtyard surrounding, built into the very side of the mountain, as most moored structures here in Avernus are.
Hey, Lulu.
Yeah.
Nobody wants you, right?
I don't know. I sometimes worry about that, but I try to be as helpful as I can.
Oh my god, Lulu, I'm so fucking sorry. That is not what I meant to ask. Lulu, I want you. I love you.
Jeremy, I don't think it would be a smart idea to send a tiny golden flying elephant out into the world.
Lulu, like, super walked Avernus millennia before we did.
Yeah, but she also knew what she was doing back then, theoretically.
I mean,
She's right here.
we sent her to the city and she did pretty well.
Well, I mean, because we have to pay back our debts, right? And we did the imp service thing. Well,
Right.
Like,
In
when we get
2 months.
yeah.
I
Well,
believe-
actually, hold it. We're literally like a couple hours drive away from the Bronze Citadel. We can just quick pop in there and like hire I don't know, a singing Graham or whatever.
If you want to go through the effort of going back to the Brass Citadel, parking, finding an imp messaging service, finding one that's not going to cheap us out, I mean, yeah, but you're going to do everything from point A to point Z, so.
Is Foundry open, Jason?
Hard mute. Oh no, software mute.
Yes, it is. It is open. I'm not particularly using it for anything, but it is up if you need to jump in and look at things.
Yeah, I need to see if I have any sort of spell really quick.
Yeah, because like I think it might be worth it because I genuinely don't think it would be a good idea to send Lulu.
Out of character, agree. In character, don't.
Cool.
Nope, no sending on this bad boy.
Um,
But I'm inclined to agree with Marty here. We knew what we were dealing with when we sent Lulu across to Alder and the other group. We don't know what Archon's going to do to Lulu.
Well, I mean, nothing, because Lulu and Zariel love each other.
But
But how do you know that Archon's not going to want to hold her hostage?
or kill her
Because-
because
Zariel will then kill his whole shtick.
I mean he does have an army.
And
Zariel is also
Zariel
Zariel, to be
doesn't?
fair.
Yeah.
But how do you know for
like he's a
sure?
worshiper of Tiamat, who's like I think she's like the leader of hell in general, like not just like the first Slayer. Like I don't know if Zariel can touch him actually.
well, then vice versa. But I mean, because I don't know, but we also don't know what Archon the Cruel is going to do to an imp, to us. Like,
But the difference is if we pay for that imp, and or we also go and he does something to us, then we are directly responsible. I don't feel comfortable being responsible for Lulu getting hurt. Being responsible for myself getting hurt? Sure, whatever.
And like an imp that we pay to go and get hurt.
I guess. I don't know. I don't. Lulu's been here longer than any of us. Lulu's managed to cross the world clueless, sure, but we all are. But, I mean,
Yeah, it won't be that big of an issue. Siobhan and I can handle it. Don't worry, Jeremina.
alright.
Thank you
Alright.
for your time, Lady of the Brambles.
Gotta lady of Bramble.
Good travels. All right.
Did the Lady of the Brambles have any reaction to seeing Lulu?
Make a insight check.
Insight. Normal. 11.
11. So she certainly noted Lulu, but it was not in a way that seemed like she was familiar.
Okay, cool. Then I guess we head back to the War Machine and go back to the Bronze Citadel to...
Oakley dokley.
We
Okay.
seek a courier service.
Right. So,
seek the Great Courier Service.
leaving the bone brambles sounds much as it did entering, with the sort of bony roots and literally the underbrush that is just sort of twisted bone mass being crunched beneath the treads of the war machine. Returning to the Bronze Citadel is easy enough. The doors to the war machine parking area swing open. There is not ample parking. You have to search once again to find such parking. And you get a parking space and are able to disembark and re-enter the Bronze Citadel.
Okay, so I'm taking Lulu, and I'm taking Lulu and I to go get our nails done.
Okay.
So, you guys have fun. I will be at probably the cheapest nail salon there is, including somebody's house. So, I will meet you guys at the ship in 2 hours.
Mhm.
And if I'm not there in 2 hours, I love you all. This has been the greatest time of my life, etc. But I have been sold into organ slavery or something like that.
Mhm.
So don't look for
Yeah,
me.
the classic organ slavery. Yes.
Yes.
All
Okay.
right. Olin, are you going with us or with Jeremina?
No, I will go with you. I don't have
Oh,
nails to go get painted.
Do, do you not have nails?
I don't want them painted.
Oh,
that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
No, yeah. Okay.
Are they just
Kisses.
naturally like black color
I
then?
love you all.
Uh,
I love you, Marty.
Love you.
Mwah. Bye, Siobhan. Bye,
All right.
Evie-3. I love you so
Wow.
much. Oh,
Oh,
Rhea, do you
actually,
want to go with me to get my nails done?
Uh, sure.
Fuck yeah! Oh, yeah! Ooh, ooh, ooh! Gossip hours in Infernal. Oh, you got.
oh my
Okay.
goodness. Okay.
Oh, we about to fucking own Girls' Day Out. Okay, bye.
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 Does there look like any place that is a likely option for a imps PS?
Oh. Give me 2 seconds.
Hmm.
Okay. My heart just skipped a beat. Fuck.
Are you
Good.
getting places?
I because you guys traveled, I was doing I was
Oh.
doing the moves for the warlords across Avernus on this little like grid that I have, and part of it is sometimes portals to the like on certain numbers, sometimes portals to the abyss open, and like demon armies flow out. And for a brief moment, I thought I rolled you guys' exact hex where you are at
No.
right now inside the Broad Citadel for an abyssal portal to open. But that is not the case. It's just
Here we
very
go.
close. So we'll see how that pans
Oh
out.
boy.
So
boy.
yeah, AI imp messenger service. So that is either by asking around or just using general intuition. Um, you would be able to find such a thing pretty easily, probably very close to the Tower of Readers. Knowing that the Tower of Readers would likely need such a service ready at hand, it would make sense for it to be there, and you're able to find one.
Hmm. It's
Um,
the uh no, it's a like instant messaging personnel service.
yes. Walking into the building, you see a large cast bronze relief of a imp toiling in a field, sort of farming the land of Avernus. It's very confusing. Doesn't necessarily make much sense. There's a wall of postal boxes that sort of have a slight glow to them. The metal being heated by the very by its very presence here in Avernus, and sitting behind the counter on a chair with a little lift is an imp wearing a little box cap with a brass placard on it that says Imp Express on it.
So really quick. We had in the bank we have currently how many soul coins did we decide to go with?
I have that written down. 1 second.
We have 3 soul
Uh,
coins total.
Yeah, in the bag we currently have 30 chits and 2 coins.
Okay, so we gave Jeremina, I want to say 5 chits for her nails. And we kept the rest to go see what's poppin'.
Yes,
But we have
and
2
we have 30
coins.
chits. Yep, and then in the bank is 1 coin and 30 chits.
I
Okay.
will be right back. I need to help Hannah make the bed because we did laundry.
Okay. Oh, my
Alright, do
voice
you want
almost
to take
cracked.
a quick break
I was
then?
gonna say it's almost 11. We can take a break. All right, we will be right back.
Oh, we did spend one.
back to Dice and Dynamics. We are currently examining sending a message to a guy in charge of worshipping Tiamat while Jeremina and Ray get their nails done.
And Lulu.
And Lulu. Lulu is also getting her nails done. This cannot be ignored.
Indeed.
Mhm.
You all have just stepped inside of the Imp Express office. A disinterested-looking imp is sitting at the front desk, as it were, under a strange-looking brass relief, looking uninterested and as though they hate their life.
I mean, unlike Topside, they probably don't even have union benefits, so like...
Maybe have union benefits on Topside?
Well, USPS has union benefits.
Oh, true. That's right. I wasn't thinking about USPS. I was thinking about...
You're thinking about UPS and Amazon and FedEx. Anyways.
Support unions, guys.
Support your unions, guys. Welcome to hell. Support your unions. Anyways. Siobhan's gonna walk up and ask, how much for a message delivery? Point blank.
Well, that depends on where you're sending the letter, who you send the letter to, how long it'll take us to get there, and what the danger level will be to get it there.
What is the danger level considered with delivering to Courtyard of the Dragon Throne? One receiver, Archon the Cruel.
Give me a minute. And the imp will pull up this clipboard that has like a thick stack of parchment on it. Flick through it, you see it's some sort of like grid or ledger system. Okay, Dragon Throne. Alright, from here, Bronze Citadel, it seems like it would be a 3-day delivery time, which would equate to okay. Standard risk, though.
Okay, that's fair. So...
standard risk, 3-day delivery time. So it would run you 3 chits
That's not bad at all.
to deliver to the Dragon Throne.
that sounds pretty reasonable.
Indeed, and know that as long as the weight of your message does not exceed 5 pounds, there will be no additional charge.
Oh, that's fine. We only intend to send a parchment.
Oh, wonderful.
Alright, we do have to decide what we're going to write on the parchment.
Yes.
If you need, we do sell parchment and envelopes for an additional fee.
I don't know if our paper will hold up. Like,
Oh, that's
material
true.
plain paper holds up. Actually, yeah, can Maria, like, rummage and find, like, an old receipt and just, like, hold it out into the air for, like...
However long it takes to burn up.
Yeah, sure, you can. The paper, like, wilts and weathers, but it does not catch a light. Though you believe that if you had done this as you were passing over those the fields of flame coming from where you all spoke with Mordenkainen to the Bronze Citadel, it probably would have.
Do the envelopes have fireproof insurance applied to them?
Yeah. So the each one comes with 1 chit's worth of insurance. You can purchase up to any more levels of insurance that you feel necessary. But to get the insurance, a purchase of an envelope is required.
Okay. So I'm sure we could use. Excuse me.
Can we buy
Allergies are
the
kicking my
envelopes?
ass, even in hell. We can use the parchment, but we might have to purchase an envelope.
That's fine. I don't think I have the envelope anyways.
So 1 envelope and 1 chit's worth of insurance.
Yep. 1 chit's worth of insurance is included with your purchase of an envelope. And
So, 1
Take
chit.
Or 4 chits total.
4 chits total.
You're
Slide
currently
you the
thinking-
envelope.
Alright,
you.
so our message is going to be...
Mhm. Are you writing this down, Siobhan, or shall I?
Yeah, I am also writing it down, so we have cross-reference.
Yes. Let me. 1 second.
Archon the Cruel. Do you want to start it like that?
Yeah, that's a pretty good start. Like, I mean, what were we gonna say? Dear Archon?
Dear Archon the Cruel.
Dear Santa.
We're like communicating him like a pen pal. We're just sat on the floor of the IMSPS
Yeah, like
with
in the air,
the
waving.
legs kicking up in the air as we write a letter to him.
Uh,
Olin's just standing there like, what in the goddamn?
Oh my god, Archon, do you have a crush on anyone? Wow.
Check it or no.
Archon the Cruel. We are interested in... Oh god, there's a word for it. All I can think of is attending, garnering, receiving an audience? Seeking.
Seeking an audience.
Thank you, Marty.
Mm-hmm.
Seeking an audience with you. You concerning a potential trade deal? Do you want to put it like that?
I think that's a good answer. It kind of leaves it a little bit open to interpretation, but that's kind of works in our favor in this case.
A potential trade. Do you want to say as that we are interested in something that he has, or do we want to leave it open-ended?
I'll leave it open-ended. Let him... Because we are going to be providing him with something, so...
As
you know,
we are
he's allowed to
interested.
see what that is.
We are seeking an audience with you as... Ah, there we go. We are seeking an audience with you as we are interested in a potential trade.
Mm-hmm. I like that. Do we want to say trade or trade deal? Because trade deal sounds more official.
Trade deal.
Mm-hmm. What do we say after that? We
As
are
upon your reception of this letter, we will be en route.
Yes, it's perfect. Upon receival of this message?
Upon reception of this message.
Reception?
Yeah.
Is that work there?
Yeah, that's the word for it.
Oh, cool. Neat. Okay.
Upon reception of this message, we will be en route to you. And then, I suppose we should list our names after that. And who we are.
Maybe we should say we come in peace?
Yeah, we come bearing no ill will.
Yeah. We come bearing no ill will and
Or
please
violent
don't
intention.
kill us.
We come bearing no ill will or violent intention.
Ill will and violent intentions, and ask that we ask for safe passage through your territory.
And hope you will allow safe passage through your territory.
That's perfect. I like that. And then signed. Oh, what's the name that Jeremy came up for us again?
Divine Comedy.
Yes, it's Divine Comedy.
Siobhan wipes away a bit of nosebleed.
Yes, we had told you about that once, I think.
I'm also going to put that our war machine is in the shape of a ship.
I like that.
is in the shape of a boat. I think a boat would do better.
Yeah. Bears resemblance to a boat.
Yeah. Our war machine bears resemblance to a boat.
I like that.
To a boat.
How's Shaban's handwriting?
Siobhan, I think. Okay, this is gonna be really like intricate. You know when like you have the stereotypical high school boy handwriting, but then for some reason when they get to college, it suddenly becomes like really tiny and fastly written. Not quite chicken scratch because it's still legible, but it's like tiny and fastly. That's Siobhan's handwriting.
Oh god.
So she writes like me. Got it. Fuck. Called out.
Shit.
Right. So with that,
Regards, the Divine Comedy, and then Siobhan's gonna list their names in parentheses next to it.
Yes, I like that.
okay. With that and the exchange of 4 soul chits, your message will be entrusted to one of the Imp Express's fine couriers for delivery to the Dragon Throne to one Archon. Anything else?
I think that's it.
All right. Jeremina, you seek out a infernal nail salon, which, I mean, probably exists because devils and cartilage just kind of go together. So you are able to do that, and the if you do elect to gossip in Infernal, the nail technicians know what you're saying and
Yes.
are listening.
They are gossiping with me.
Amazing. And at the end of it, you owe 2 soul chits for creature comforts, with Lulu's sort of like pet slash friend discount just kind of thrown in. They cared for Lulu, but we're like these are not really the paid customers, so they did not charge you for the job done on Lulu. So for this trip to the Citadel, you all are down 6 soul chits.
I tipped.
Okay.
I tip 100%.
Okay.
I passed over 4 chits.
So 4 chits plus 4 chits. So 8 chits total. Who is tracking that?
Me. So we've got 21 chits left.
Okay.
Correct.
Great.
And then Jeremina is going to lie and say it cost 5. And pocket the remaining chit.
Mina.
Okay, so we are currently down. Wait,
So
9.
as far as we're concerned, we're down 9 chits.
1 second. I accidentally closed my notes, and I think.
And
we are
if
down more than
if you have your
50%.
notes open, you're also going to have to pay 1 chit for parking on your way
Okay.
out.
Yeah, such a note. So we are. Okay, because I think we are down a little bit more than that, if I'm correct.
No, because so at the beginning, we had lost 1 chit, so we were at 29, and then we returned. We gave Mina 5, and then we kept the other 24. 4 chits for the letters brings us down to 20 on ours. Bring us down to 20 total.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. I forgot that I had already marked down Jeremiah's 5. Cool. I thought,
Yeah.
or like, there's more. We're good. We're at 20, and Jeremiah is at 1, which I'm assuming Jeremy, you're keeping track of that one that you stole. Awesome. Well, no, whatever.
All right.
It's a group something.
So with that, with your 1 chit docked for parking, if you guys have nothing else to do in the Citadel while you are here, you can depart if you would like. And I'm assuming that the next goal would be the dragon throw.
Yep. Oh, we're at 19. We're 19 chits, right?
19 chits.
All right.
Mhm.
Well then, we start a travel montage.
Travel montage.
It's gotta be a montage. Okay, so first things first, let me get my rollies. Okay. All right. So first things first, you all
I'm the
depart.
realist.
Yes. You all depart
Oh,
the
shit.
Bronze Citadel.
Did we get rations?
Did you get ration?
I'm gonna check. Because that was definitely something that we wanted to do. So, we are doing very well at this. Sorry.
Nope, it's okay.
Can we backtrack?
This is why I asked before I set you guys on to travel. I was like, are you guys all set?
I am still currently looking at 14 rations and 106 gallons of water.
I do have a singular question,
Sure.
DM. If
Yep.
we go back to the community store,
Mhm.
do they have rations available for gold instead of soul chits?
They do not.
Okay.
They sell like more material goods, not perishables.
Mm-hmm.
All of the perishables are likely, if you had to guess, controlled in some way to force people to pay soul chits.
Yeah, that tracks.
Capitalism, baby.
Yep.
Capitalism. How much? Can we like go to like the camps? Can we go to the REI and pick up some rations?
You can. If you would like to purchase
rations
that you can consume, it is 1 chit to 10 rations.
Oh
is the-
damn! Okay.
That's not too bad.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
So do we just want to say fuck it, buy 50 rations? Or 40
I'm
rations?
thinking, 50 rations because we have to worry about Rhea too.
Yeah.
That might be a good idea. And then, well, because we already have 10 rations plus 4, unless we want to save those as like emergency backups. But I'd say either 40 or 50, depending on how we want to treat what we currently have.
I think leaving with a solid 15 chits is a good idea.
I like
So
that.
maybe just 40 rations.
I like that idea. So we are currently at 54 rations and 15 chits. And and we currently have 106 gallons of water, so that would be 2 gallons of water, except for Jeremina. So 5, 4.5.
Oh, that does lead me to another question. Jason,
Yes.
is the spell create water affected at all in hell?
It is not. It functions, and it creates water. And
Polar.
yeah, the biggest thing is having a receptacle in which to catch the water. Obviously, you have to be able to. I think the wording of the spell is like fill a receptacle, so you have to have something to place the water in. Other than that,
All right. Then Siobhan would say that aloud. I have the ability to create some water if we need to.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, we currently have around like 11-ish days of water for the 5 of us, so we should be okay on that front.
Okay. Somebody roll me a d4. This day is going to be interesting, I think.
Dibs.
Time to fight an army.
2.
2. All right, let me pull up my sheet here.
Is this the same day that we leave, or is this a new day?
This is the day that you leave.
Okay, bet.
Yeah.
If you
Okay.
could alert when we change days, that would be very helpful, actually.
Yep, no problem. Literally, unless something happens, I'm going to call for the D4 roll, do the radio, and then the day will roll over. Or I'll call for the D4 roll. I'll do the radio, and then something will happen.
Bet. Okay. So
Um,
listen to the D4 roll.
yes, and the the receiver crackles to life at the front of the vessel, and you hear the same monotone voice begin repeating a series of numbers: 466965 6C. Noting the first time that a letter has been involved in this sequence: 466965 6C.
Huh.
Fuck, I
That's new.
love numbers channels.
Number channel is actually like probably the best one. I really want to know what this is.
Fisher, are you saying that because you know what a numbers channel is?
Yes.
Yeah. So you know exactly where I took this idea.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
no idea what this is. I'm very curious.
It's
Yeah, so it's a special band of radio that like radio enthusiasts listen to, and sometimes it'll come alive with like weird messages and shit like that. And like various spy agencies and stuff throughout the entire world have kind of like addressed them but not addressed them, where they like look at the camera and they're like, we use them for exactly what you think we use them for. And it's literally spy agencies sending out messages on weird frequencies on radio to like prompt agents to do shit. And it's just like a creepy voice being like, Blue Elephant 1576. And someone somewhere in the world knows what that
Knows what
means.
it's talking about.
Yep.
yeah,
That's
and
wild.
there's like 6 in the United States, and 2 of them have been like not addressed by any government. So it's either someone just reading numbers off for shits and giggles, but they're in a shift and they're 24 hours. So like someone is paying 2 people to do 12-hour shifts of just reading numbers, and they haven't been addressed by any government.
Yeah.
And
That's
it's
fucking
just like,
wild.
And,
okay.
this also deeply ties in with my fascination of like random caches of Soviet weapons that just turn up through the United States. Like every couple of years, somebody will be digging in their backyard, and it's like, oh boy, that's a lot of AK-47s. All right, so with that, as the day progresses, anyone who is up on the deck, sort of about 6 hours after the radio or the receiver blurbles to life with that message, will see a band of like sort of like poofs off in the distance as it looks as though some other band of war machines, you all are sort of almost crossing paths. It doesn't look as though they are coming at you, just simply that they are traveling in a direction opposite of you.
Hey, we should raid them. We should just take out the weakest one, the one in the back. We should take it down like a
I'll be honest,
lion.
I feel more comfortable if it was by itself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I feel about attacking a straggler in a war band.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but at some point we gotta raid things and take people's monies,
I know we
but we're not
have
paying off
to.
our debt.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's something we have to do, but if we do this to a war band, like a war band,
Yeah,
chances are that currently we're going to get pancaked.
but they're all war bands.
There's probably going to be a couple like us where maybe it's only 1 or 2 cars.
Mm-hmm.
Or machines, sorry.
This particular warband, based on what you guys can see without any closer inspection, has 6 vehicles.
Woof.
Oh yeah, no, fuck that.
Yeah, no. Fuck
Well,
that.
what kind of vehicles are they?
You would need to get a closer look. You could tell that there is one that is larger than all the rest, but the other ones are kind of wishy-washy on size. Marty, you're looking with make a perception check with advantage for your
Spyglass is the
telescope.
best thing that I ever bought.
They're expensive though.
Yeah, they're no fucking joke.
Yeah, there's a oh, that's persuasion. Incorrect thing. Advantage. 21.
Oh wow. So, probably giving the lens a once over with either your thumb or a cloth that you've stuck your thumb through, you're able to um take a look out across the Avernian wastes, and the first thing that strikes you is the golden armor on the largest of the war machines. You quickly scan around from that and see that the ones that are surrounding it are sort of small, open cockpit. We would know them as a motorcycle style war machine. So it seems like the doctrine here of this particular warlord is a large central war machine and a mess of smaller ones. As you focus your telescope, yes,
Are they called soul cycles?
God fucking damn it, they are now.
Thank you.
Um,
Anyways, continue.
as you scan your scope across this large golden war machine, the first thing you see is at the front a rotating drum that just sort of skips along the ground every once in a while. It's clear that it is not in its lowered position, as you're able to see these control arms that clearly will put this large spiked drum down onto the ground to be able to plow over um, hordes of demons. And as you scan up, you can see undead, zombies, ghasts, things that you sort of know to be undead, but they have sort of an Avernian flair to them where, like, they're clearly a humanoid zombie, but there'll be like a horn coming up that doesn't look native to the undead, et cetera, et cetera. And eventually, panning all the way up to this war machine, you see someone sitting in the equivalent of a throne. They certainly aren't driving, and over one shoulder, sort of holding a umbrella that is made of bone and stretched flesh that looks suspiciously human. Um, the rest of the garment is white with a sort of black leather corset slash leather armor around the chest with some sort of belts pooling around their lap. Sort of a tufted hairstyle, and looks very determined, and is sort of not paying attention to you all at all, and is staring directly ahead in the direction of travel. And I can share a picture of the character in the chat.
Please do.
I need to know whether or not
This is like I think if Faye and Silk has fused and became a warlord of hell.
Where's the picture?
Group chat.
It's coming in chat. As you can see, I double tapped the last thing I copy and pasted because copy and paste was.
it's like, have you been reading too much?
Hey yo!
Hello. The party would hear Marty say, "Oh, holy shit!
Oh, is it a baddie?
Oh, well,
You're not qualified
Yes.
to speak on baddies. Pass it over.
yes, yes, it is a baddie in both senses of the term."
Yeah, 10 out of 10. Siobhan, get over here. Want your
I was-
expertise.
Fine.
Baddie or not?
Oh yeah, that's 10.
Yeah, okay. Freya,
Yes.
I need you to do surveillance on this person. Pass the spy class over.
Here you go, Ray.
Okay, baddie or not?
I mean, she has a parasol made of human skin.
No, no,
Is she
no.
hot? Do you think she's hot?
Yeah, is it fat?
I mean, no, she's kind of wayfish, if I'm honest.
Do you think she's attractive, Rayo?
Guess.
Okay, 0 out of 10.
I have other
Rate it.
concerns.
We will address those
definitely
other
concerns to be had,
concerns in a
that's true.
second. 0 out of 10. What do you rate her?
Like an 8.
Okay.
Surprisingly high, based on the
Yeah,
pirate soul.
thank you, Rhea. I love how much you entertain me. I love you.
You're welcome.
Well, I'm gonna think about her.
There.
I wonder who she was. I wonder who she is. Also, her. I don't know if you guys saw because we were focusing kind of on her. Her war machine looks fucking terrifying, and I don't think
Yeah,
that.
no, I mean we shouldn't do that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And I think I think soul cycles, the things going around her, they're not going to hold any kind of actual
They
useful
look
stuff.
like kind of, yeah, soul-powered bicycles with a lot
Yeah.
more armor on them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like maybe the most we could do is maybe like steal one of them and have for like Olin to travel around on, but
Oh, I think Olin could get a lot of mileage out of using one of those.
yeah, but does not seem worth it in this case.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if that was Ragadraga?
That would be so funny. Anyways,
Jason,
we
is that
gotta
Ragadraga?
It's not Dragon.
when we get to a place that's got information, we gotta ask about her. Because if she's going off to like kill her ex-husband,
Oh, we shouldn't interfere with that at all.
oh,
He deserves it.
But we should
a warlord.
interfere to kill him for her, and then comfort her in her time of need.
No, I think she's going to kill him with her own hands.
Like, I think she'd be upset that we took that away from her.
Yeah.
My
Okay,
favorite.
so fantasy, you're
you
fan.
know, it kind of gives me the sense that I think she's going to have a gas do it.
Ooh.
True. Still her own dirty work, though.
I can be a gas though. I can put on the makeup. I can smell bad too. Shit.
You certainly eat enough.
Finish that sentence, Marty. Figure out what happens.
You certainly eat enough dick.
Okay. I figured out what happens. It is now your turn to figure out what's going to happen when it happens. I'm going to remember this, Marty.
I
Jeremy,
look
you know, we'll
forward to
remember
seeing how this
this.
goes.
All right. So if we are letting this Avernian warlord pass, that is it for the day, and we have to expend some rations and water for the crew. And I have to roll to move everything because there's so one ration for everybody and 2 gallons of water.
Correct.
Yes.
Except for Jeremina, who does 1 gallon.
Yep.
Let me put
Oh,
my rations
fuck.
over here.
Wow, this is gonna be wild.
Oh
boy.
no.
Okay. Gotta
Where?
for Zeriel.
Ayo?
What if that was just Zariel? We've just been imagining her entirely differently. 106, 54.
Move. No fucking.
Are we
God.
gonna meet Jeremy's mom?
There is about to be so much that happens. I thought we were gonna get a little closer to the dragon throne, but it's not gonna happen. So, all right.
TPK, let's go.
First off, somebody roll me a d4.
I'll do it. Okay, go ahead, Fish. Go ahead, Fish. Go.
Is this for the radio?
Yep.
Fish, you just freaked out. Fucking roll.
No, I don't have dice.
All
I
right.
ate all of my dice. My dice exploded.
1. Dice didn't explode, you
I was
liar.
gonna build tea, so Marcus, you.
I
said
did.
1.
I already rolled it.
Oh, missed.
Oh, 1?
Yeah.
All right. With a 1, the receiver crackles to life, and you hear a soothing voice that says, come to Passages the Splinter. Come see what Avernus was like once. We offer competitive vacation plans that are affordable from even the lowliest imp to the greatest of archdevils. Join us at Passages the Splinter. Um, and, and that will cut out.
A vacation spot where you can visit historical Avernus. See what it was like before the Blood Wars ravaged ravaged the
Clearly.
plane.
Come over here and see the spot where later 68 consecutive and simultaneous massacres happened due to the time fucking natures of Avernus. Over here, we have the beautiful little spot where Ravagast the third lost the first and second Ravagast in the scab fight with Barnacle Boy. Over here, we have this beautiful spot that might have been beautiful if it hadn't been for the war machines. I don't fucking know.
Come
Somebody
visit
stop me.
Avernus. Come visit Avernus before the various unforgivable war crimes sullied their shores.
I mean, you really want to pay there and sit through that miserable ass little like you sit there and you go, "Wow, what happened to it, tour guide?" And they go, "Well, the word murder was invented." What are you
And-
supposed to do with that?
The concept of sin was invented by mortals, and here we are today.
Right. I would kill it as a tour guide for that. Someone would
You
be like,
would.
"Wow, there used to be a lake here. What happened? I don't. We're in Avernus. Why are you here? What happened to that? Fuck."
Well, apparently they have vacation packages there.
Competitive against the other places, which is interesting because didn't we hear about another vacation spot?
Yes, the
Yeah, I think-
little.
Oh, Tiamat, the Tiamat
Yes.
theme park.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god! Do you think
Oh, I'm not
Archon the
gonna buy that.
Cruel?
Does Archon the Cruel, is he cruel because he technically runs Disney World?
Archon's just like,
wouldn't go to
hi,
Avernus
welcome to the
like-
happiest place on earth. It's just like, so
Welcome to the happiest place on earth. Tiamat rises from the nine hells.
no, it's the Jurassic Park log flume ride where like the T-Rex comes out at you, except it's Tiamat. It's,
That is not a log flume ride, excuse you. It is the most terrifying, like, dark ride /
It's
fast
great.
car thing I've ever been on.
honestly, the most terrifying dark ride I've ever been on is the Great Movie Ride, but that's because I was seated directly where the alien comes down from the ceiling. But
See,
that's
I always close my eyes during that part. I have never seen the Nostromo bit of the Great Movie Ride in like
wise.
the entire years that it existed.
So, as you all look up from the second vacation spot ad that you've heard, you see once again from moving from left to right, plumes of Avernian dust coming up, suggesting you may be encountering another warband.
Oh, check it out. Is it the baddie again? She heard about me and she wants a visit.
Is
All
the same
right.
person?
Go ahead and make a perception check, though far lower DC on this one, because this guy.
Is he
boy.
slamming in the back of his ragged Dracula?
Oh no! I when Ragged Dragon finally shows up, I cannot fucking wait because he is the most humorous of all of them, and I just
And one of them's named Smiler the Defiler.
yeah, but he's already been handled. Like he doesn't have a warband anymore. You guys are driving around on his ride.
Trying to holler at me.
True.
12.
12. So, you look at these plumes and their sources, trying to get the same amount of information you got the previous day. And it's a little bit more difficult. The machines at play here are larger. There's two big war machines. One that is similar to the one you saw yesterday, with sort of that big roller at the front for just sort of plowing through demon hordes. One that is kind of a tall and flat platform with an array of what looks like hard point mounted weapons around it, sort of like a weapons platform type vibe. And then another one of those tiny little sort of motorcycle, soul cycle, um, like machines sort of making loops in between the two machines. And as you sort of pan across, you're not really able to see much, but you do see seated once again on a very throne-like seat, a individual who, by your standards, would kind of come in at Goliath-like height. And he is wearing a helmet with spikes running along, sort of like mohawk style, and is wearing armor, but that armor is constructed entirely of chains, sort of crisscrossing his body and holding the plates to his body. And in front of him, he has a humanoid in rags, like sort of sitting, or sorry, sort of down on all fours, which he is using as a footrest, as the war machines blaze towards the same direction that you saw the war band going yesterday.
Interesting thing, y'all. So smaller band than yesterday. Well, kind of equivalent, honestly, because the last one had like a bunch of the soul cycle things, and then this one has two big ones and one small one. Uh, the leader looks like he's like covered in chains, and he has like a guy in like
Oh,
rags,
shit.
like that he's using as like a footstool.
Is this Kukachui?
I mean, well,
He's chained.
yeah, but didn't you say that you didn't think it would be any of the warband leaders?
Well, I think they can double dip. Like, I think they can be.
Yeah, but like, yeah, I guess like if they are like a big enough deal, like within that, maybe.
Well, I don't know. Or maybe devoted to the Which Can we see where they're going? That's two
Yeah, they're
of
both
them.
heading in the same direction, which makes me feel like we shouldn't be heading in that direction.
Well,
which
but
we're
I
not.
want to know.
I mean,
Aren't
you
they
guys
going
aren't
across
heading in that
us?
direction. You guys are going straight, and they've all been coming across.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
they're
say,
probably-
yeah, they're going across us, so we're not
But
following.
if you want to look that direction and see if you can see anything, you can certainly do
Pass
that.
spyglass over.
Mhm.
Fuck. Jeremina is going to I think she's going to kind of walk backwards a little bit, like hitch up her wings, catch a good gust, and I think she's going to fly up a pretty good distance if she can, and see if that gives her some advantage as she uses the spyglass to look in that direction.
Right? Go ahead and make a perception check with advantage.
Okay. $17.
17. Okay. Somebody roll me a D8.
Sorry, 16.
Okay.
Five.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. Interesting. So, Jeremina, from your elevated position with the spyglass, it is very faint. but you are able to see a battle unfolding in the direction that you've seen both of these warbands traveling. And with the spyglass, you sort of observe the machines that you saw yesterday actually swarming inside of what looks to be a ravenous demonic band, utilizing that big roller at the front. And from what you can see, it seems as though the force that this warband leader has with them has been doubled, even tripled since you've seen it. Likely because as you watch, you see these demons get slain, and as their bodies fall, they get animated back up
Shit.
into forces fighting for the side of the warband leader. And as you look at the demonic incursion, this sort of rip and tear in the fabric of Avernus, beyond it you see sort of a warbling black mass, and out of it is pouring these sort of slouched over creatures walking sort of on all fours, but can definitely you see them be able to rear up and throw large swings. But what's interesting about them is they also seem to be casting some sort of area effect. And from your distance, you can see that there is magic at play, and it seems to be sort of illusion magic. And it will often distract some of the fighters and things like that. It's likely that it looks far more real close up, but from your distance, you can tell that there's sort of a illusory nature to the way the demons are fighting this combat.
Is this like the creature Zariel fought in in like El Terrell or whatever? Because I
Oh,
know we watched.
Idelgrin? No. So those creatures were big gnolls, furry, fuzzy hyena
Gotcha.
creatures. These are like scaly looking things. They have sort of like long ears, sort of hair coming down in like weird prospector mustache looking things. They are actually objectively uglier than the things that Zariel fought at Idelgrin.
Okay. Jeremina will ponder a moment, then seeing their war machine get like a little far from her, she'll tuck her wings in close to her body and do like a hawk dive. And I'm going to roll for myself.
Oh boy.
Mina!
I mean, she hits the floor, like the poop deck at an angle, and I think she does go like skittering off the side of the war machine, catches like resurfaces a moment later, um, and she says, "So there's like, fuck, that hurt. I'm so glad I clipped my horns, because if I didn't, it would have snapped off. Um,
Hmm.
the fuck that hurt. Um,
I would give you an ice pack, but it all melted already.
Yep, no problem to me. So there's a fight going on, and there's these guys pouring out of a portal. Um, and they're like, 1 second. I'm gonna cast prestidigitation, do a little image, and I'm going to like do a miniature recreation of the fight. Um, and she was like resurrecting them, and there's like illusions and stuff. So I guess they're just going off and
Ooh,
fight
that's rough looking.
things.
Do we want to watch from distance and see if we can pick up scraps for the money that we owe?
Oh, that's not a bad idea, actually.
Someone's loss is always our gain. Especially
mean-
here.
We have the resources. I mean,
And we're at the
the-
safe distance too. So if
Yeah,
they
we
turn
can-
towards us, we have time to get away.
that's not a bad option. What do y'all think?
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Mina,
Huh?
do you
Do you
want
think we should
to
filter?
just watch and see if we can get anything from their end results?
Oh, fuck yeah, I would. Yes.
Mhm.
Better than a telenovela. Telenovela.
Then,
Telenovela.
Mati, do you want to stop the vehicle and we just watch from here?
Yeah, sure. I'll make it. Yeah. I was gonna say maybe circle it, but I think sitting still works just as well. We just have to keep an eye on what's going on around us, and Mari will slow it down to a halt.
Okay.
There's like a crow's nest on the top of the thing, isn't there?
About the highest you can get is the like rear part of the vessel. That's kind of like a little higher.
Okay.
There's no crow's nest, as it were.
Okay. I didn't remember if there was an outside image of the thing.
I can keep an eye on the battle.
I was going to keep an eye on everything else around us.
Alright.
Jeremy, since you have wings, do you mind if I give Olin the telescope then? Telescope. Spyglass?
Well, I can't see shit without it. Olin can.
True, good point.
Thank you.
Don't drop it.
Jermina's tactic, I think, is to wait for. This is something I'm assuming. I'm assuming since it's super fucking hot all the time, there's always like just strong gusts of wind.
Oh yeah.
Because that's what happens in like hot desert areas.
Yep.
So I think
Not wrong.
Jeremina's tactic is like wait for one by Olin, get swept up in it, use it to fly up as high as she can, and then just like glide down.
Yeah, no, there are certain kinds of like desert birds that have been observed like floating with no exertion for like 13 hours. So you can be up there as long as you want, as far as I'm concerned.
Awesome. Yeah, I think she hovers down like every 30 minutes or so to just give updates. I think she assigns arbitrary names and is keeping people updated on like ghasts that they're rooting for.
I
They have
honestly
little
think that
WWE
Susan-
plot lines.
Yeah. Susan's been like holding out like really well this entire time. Like, do you
I
think she's
was-
actually gonna make it through?
I was really surprised. I mean, Susan tanked like a shit ton of action,
Yeah, like isn't she just like only a zombie too? Like Jesus.
right? Well,
Honestly, pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm.
I heard from a friend of mine,
Mhm.
who once went out with this elf chick whose sister's with an adventurer, that there was a zombie that was just a jaw.
God fucking damn it!
It's still out there somewhere.
It's still chasing. It's still chasing.
It's showing up in Rime of the Frostmaiden. We all know it. We all know it.
Of course it is.
But who is it
Listen,
chasing?
it's like-
It has to be chasing one of the originals. That's its aggro
Have
doesn't
you heard
stop.
The story of like the snail that it's always chasing you, and as soon as it touches you, you die. That's this jaw.
Absolutely.
That is the snail scenario.
I
The jaw
killed
scenario.
once Rime of the Frost Maiden happens and I get possession of Duvanith as an NPC, I'm gonna kill her off a second time with the zombie jaw.
Jesus.
Jesus
She's
Christ.
gonna be looking off, like guarding properly, and the jaw's just gonna bite into her Achilles heel, and she's just done.
Remember, it's a jaw though, so it's gonna like fall over to
Yeah,
bite.
no, it stands
it
up on
really
its tongue
just
and like
the jaw, so
whacks
it's gonna, like-
the teeth.
Yeah, there you go.
It just like styles up next to her like a cat, and then she trips over it and falls down a flight of stairs.
So,
Olin's gonna
As
be looking
you-
at everything else, by the way.
yeah. So, as you watch the battle unfold, eventually the warband that you saw with the man in chains, arrives and assists the first warband leader that you saw, bolstering the forces and beginning to push the demons back towards the portal. As all of this is happening, given that Jeremina is doing her best WWE announcer impression regarding the fight, Olin, I think you would be the first to see this. Off in the distance,
Fuck.
you see probably just like sort of at the edge of your vision, a group of war machines that were all traveling in a tight line, sending up Avernian dust behind them in a large plume. They hook and circle around each other and sort of create like a little sandstorm almost. And you watch for just a second longer than they've sort of created 3 rotations, and the war machines all but disappear. And what is left in their place is a white and red carnival tent.
Oh shit! Oh, it's that, oh, what's the name of it?
Oh, God fucking damn it. Hold on.
I forgot that's the thing that came around the bar.
May
Came
I have
around
it?
the battles.
Please hold.
Shooting for 6, Bell, Dragon Crown, Exalto.
I like how we're all excited. We're all excited about this circus, but
Wandering
literally there's
Emporium.
a massive warband battle going on that could honestly turn towards us at any moment.
Actually,
It's
we might
called-
go a little bit closer because it sounds like we're pretty far off still.
But that doesn't mean we could become their next target of bloodlust.
Well,
Wandering
there's
Emporium.
going to be other
Oh, I
scrappers,
thought-
right?
In motion, it says it's supposed to look like a train. When it stopped, it looks like a circus.
Yeah, it just stopped.
Right.
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
a train
Train,
type.
like a caravan train.
yeah.
He took his-
I did not specifically call it a train because I wanted to get the drop of it changing into its circus tent. It did
No,
look
but it said-
indeed like a train.
It said train!
It's supposed to be Dumbo. God. Anyway,
But like
A
it-
tight line of war machines.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
train.
Sue me.
Do we know about this yet?
Yes,
no.
we do.
Only
no.
I'm the only one
Oh,
that's
yeah,
seen
yeah,
it.
Knows.
Olin
Sorry, I
was
thought it was-
Olin was just about to look up at Jeremina and whistle to her, like the 2 fingers and whistle as loud as he can up to her.
Jeremina will. I think she's like kind of reached the apex of her flight, and she'll just tuck her wings in close to her body, free fall, and then kind of catch at the last second to, again, mimicking how like an osprey hunts. Skid, and I think this time a lot more gracefully. She does kind of Naruto like fly, skid across a little bit, but she'll resurface, run over to Olin, and go, Susan got killed.
No.
I don't know.
Oh, and
who-
it was brutal too. That creature, when Susan was getting ready, one of those large demon creatures just grabbed her by the arms and went and
Bisected. Like,
Ooh.
have you ever seen a tree take apart 2 people, like a person? Just like that. It was fucking insane.
Who is Susan?
Susan is a zombie that
was
has.
a zombie.
I'm
What's
sorry.
the zombie?
Well, no, we don't know
Now it's just arms.
if she's not a zombie
It
anymore.
could just be a
'cause
torso
again,
now.
we know a zombie can be a jaw.
You know that a zombie can be a jaw. Maybe she's Jeremy. You have to go back and check.
Well, I need to know what Olin said. Olin,
Oh,
baby,
right,
what
yeah.
is it?
Olin's
Anything.
going to turn and point his head towards point his finger towards the circus.
Yeah, it's a lot of sand.
Oh shit! It's
Oh,
the
shit!
one place.
That just arrived about a minute ago.
Can we go?
We have
I
a
mean, yeah,
we
sure,
have a
might as
Yeah.
well.
battle going on that we want to get.
We can watch the battle from the circus tent.
Yeah, I feel like they'd be like actually going to there would be useful because the circus is not going the circus tent is not going to get involved in the fighting. So we know
Also-
if they leave, we should leave.
Yes,
too.
but isn't it important to get the money and the things that we need to pay back, so we're not in
that's
debt
True,
with
but
the
also,
hills?
This
And we
is,
can-
I can
we can
say
sell
with
to them.
certainty that this is something that's called the Wandering Emporium that Morty, not Marty, Morty, brought up.
yeah,
And it might
going
have some
down.
things that we're looking for.
Can we go?
Well,
Also, we could
it's
sell
3 to
directly
1,
to
so
them
I
after
guess
we got
I
the
don't
stuff.
have anything to say. So I guess we're going.
Thank you, Olin.
But it's 3 to 1. There's nothing you can say to me. You literally, I got outvoted.
Well, Jeremina's done whatever she wants to do, and it's 3 to 1.
Oh yeah. Fuck you guys. I'll do what I do.
Yeah.
Olin, you gotta
I'm
be
not
more
making
like
the
me.
comment. I'm nope. Olin just keeps his mouth shut. Mark almost said it, but Olin's not going
Is
to.
it like a safe place?
That's
Is
the
it-
problem.
is it-
We don't know.
It should be
Well, no.
safe because if
We
they're
know that
parked there, it's
they don't get
like
bothered.
they know more about these fights than we do. So one can assume that this is a
What
safe place to be.
Can I
can
I
we
go
assume
fly
it's a safe
somewhere?
place? It is the hills.
No, I mean like because the Wandering Emporium specifically does not get involved in the fighting. They follow the fighting, but they do not get involved.
So
So
can
one
I-
can assume then that they know a safe distance to be from.
The part I'm concerned about is the warbands coming for us while we're
They
over
don't-
there.
That's another thing.
They don't
We're
see
not-
us.
Well,
We're
I
not
have
on
a
their
hard time
radar
seeing
currently.
them with the spyglass.
Okay. I'm just making sure that we don't become the next target. That's all. That is my
Okay.
concern.
We won't be the target. They're
Yeah.
concerned with those things,
Okay.
which we aren't. Those things.
Well then, let's. I guess fire it up and go.
Can I go fly there?
Yes, Mina, you can
I
go
don't
fly there.
think you're going to give us a choice. So
Yeah.
Well, I'm giving you
it's-
the choice right now.
Go fly.
Okay, bye. Gone.
Good thing to worry about that, Olin. Very good point.
Hardware mute.
Jeremina is flying ahead, and the war machine rolls on. The battle is far in the distance, and eventually you all arrive at the tent of the Wandering Emporium. Probably at about the same time. The war machine takes a little bit of time to get rolling, but once it's rolling fast. Jeremina has a fairly flat fly speed, so I think you guys would probably arrive at about the same time. It is exactly what it was described to you as. It is a large circus-style tent with a single entrance, a sort of conical-shaped top, flared to the sides, and it has a single sort of flat opening that, if you peek and peer, appears to be an inky void beyond.
I'm so excited. I've never been to a circus or a Wandering Emporium. Oh my god. it's-
Normally, if you look through the entrance of a tent to the circus, you can see what's through it. But this is
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
Maybe
put
it's bigger.
Lulu in a little tutu.
All right. For the first time, Siobhan's gonna like hold out her arm and look at Jeremina, and then at her arm and back at Jeremina. Do you want to walk through at the same time? Because I want to go first, but you also want to go first, so I might as well at the same time.
Can I change into an outfit?
Yes, you can.
I'll be so fucking quick. Okay.
Do you need help with your wings?
Nope.
Gotcha.
I got Lulu.
Bye.
Who doesn't have them? Okay.
Jeremina will leave. We'll come back in an outfit. And it's just like t-shirt and pants. Probably the most simple outfit Jeremina's ever been in. But Lulu is in a tutu.
I feel so pretty.
You
are.
look precious.
Okay,
Lovely.
Siobhan.
All right, and Siobhan and Mina will walk through at the same time.
All right.
Olin.
Well,
Olin's still watching the battle, waiting.
I have a question?
You're not
Do
coming in,
Siobhan and
In a
Mina
minute.
just like disappear?
yes. Yeah, the void like envelops them, to those observing.
Interesting. Are you coming in, Nolan?
I do just want to make sure the fight's still going, and then I'll be in.
Okay, I could leave EV3 out here and have it keep an eye on things.
No, I'll be fine. I'll be alright there. Olin just wants to do one more check to make sure the warband isn't coming this way, and then he'll go.
Okay. Based
Are you
on
ready, Nolan?
you take a little bit of time as Marty and EV3 are enveloped by the void to look, and it really seems like it's not even fair at this point. With the second warband joining the fight, the tide is turning very. It seems as though the devilish warbands have a clear upper hand in this combat.
Okay. He'll jump down from the war machine and go in.
Okay. And you two are swallowed by the inky void of the tent. As you all pass through this void, you hear as your vision is obscured, you hear a single ding-a-ding, as though you've stepped through the door of a shop, and a bell has alerted its proprietor to your presence. And as you step through, Jeremina and Siobhan first, you are met with sort of a large open space with sort of a golden style lighting, and from all around there's sort of these chain links going, and they have like parchments and things tied to them. They appear to be messages in various languages. And as you step through, there's a and a swirl of smoke appears in front of you. And a handsome-looking gentleman with a mustache beard and wearing a sort of patterned blue headband appears. He's wearing a lot of flowing clothing and has a curved dagger sort of stuffed through a sash tied around his waist, will appear and look at you all and sort of say, "I don't think we've had the pleasure of having you all. This must be your first time at the Wandering Emporium."
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, muted Mers.
Yeah, this is very first time.
Hello. Welcome in. Please, step in. And as you step in and come a little closer, he'll sort of give you all the once over, lean in a little bit, his eyes open, and you see deep emerald green eyes as he sort of pans over the group and will motion at the interior of the tent, and he will say, "Welcome to the Wandering Emporium. What brings you in? First time."
I never been to a circus before or Wandering Emporium, and I really wanted to be here. especially in
My
another
apologies. We're not a circus. The tent was a carryover from a previous owner. Needed use of the demiplane, you see, and sort of wave about.
Oh,
I was wondering why it was so much cooler here.
Yes, we have a number of services that we offer to the denizens of the hells. Just dealt with the 8th last night. Still recovering. If you find broken glass, please just let us know. We will have someone mop it up. We
You go
have.
through all the different.
Is this place air
Level.
conditioned?
Yes, it is very cool in here. It is a like normal temperature. We'll say like 75 degrees. Actually, most of you are probably going from one temperature to the other are kind of a little bit like frigid. And he'll say, "We have the Fire Snake Forge. We have From Here to Avernus, Icar's Away. of course, the Infernal Rapture restaurant and spa, and the recent upstarted larva farm, run by a former warlord, Zeneth. So we have a number of things that folks can get up to here, and spending time with us is of no charge as long as we're not called.
That's lovely. Question for you. Do you accept, not accept. Do you all pay for any of the scrap materials grabbed from the, nearby battles?
If you're looking to get into scrapping, I would speak to Fet Ahala from here to Avernus.
Mhm.
They tend to engage in all manner of trade, on all different types of currency.
Oh, do you guys take gold here?
Again, I would go from to here to Avernus. They may be able to make you a deal for your gold, because at the end of the day, there are still many. Many spells that require gold components. Whether or not it's not the primary currency or not is neither here nor there.
Okay. I'll have to go check that out. Thank you so much.
Not a problem. If you need anything, you should simply just need to say my name in these halls, and I can come and find you.
And what was your name again?
I hadn't said it yet.
You got Marty. Hi, what's your name?
My name is Mahadi.
Mahai?
Mahadi.
Mahadi. Thank
If
you.
it's spelled the way I think it's spelled, it's Mahadi.
It is.
Mahadi, but he ain't Mahadi yet.
I knew that. I knew that joke was coming. Because honestly, he's a very handsome dude in the fucking art.
Jeremina is going to lean over to Siobhan and lean in very close, like she is whispering for once in her life, and she's gonna say, "Never trust a man with emerald green eyes, or just green eyes. Period. My husband had green eyes. Yes, are they the most beautiful eyes that have ever been put on a man? Yes, but he is the devil."
Sorry,
He is fun looking.
out of character, I'm laughing about this because Jeremina will canonically at some point meet Dallin and immediately adopt him. And he also has green eyes. Oh, okay.
Oh, this man can get it.
Mhm.
He can
He
indeed.
looks like he looks like Mordenkainen, but with like an eyebrow piercing.
Yes.
So it's not a circus.
Sorry. Sounds like they have like
Is
sounds like one of
is,
those like Midwest malls where it's like really
is the
kitschy.
business cold from here to Avernus?
I think
Yes.
so.
I'm sorry. You all are new here. So let me explain exactly what it is the Wandering Emporium does. We serve as a place for proprietors to engage in commerce that isn't bound to places like the Citadel. We travel around. We make our way across Avernus, and by that I mean we truly live and work in this demi-plane and are mostly kept secure by the war bands we serve. So,
It is essentially a mall. You were right, Sam. Yeah.
Who's
yep,
Sam?
traveling mall.
Yeah, like specifically like one of those like Midwest malls that are out in the middle of nowhere, and like have like weird, odd tourist traps. Like there is a 49er somewhere in here somewhere.
There's
Like,
this
it's-
place. You sent a video of it. of the place in South Dakota that I've been to.
Yes, that I'm thinking of that exact place. Just
Yep.
weird ass.
It is just as weird if you go there.
Oh,
Trust
sure.
me.
See,
Oh,
the
I'm
It's a
sure.
fucking liminal space.
the place that I'm thinking about, and this will be a reference for Mark, is the Greendale Mall in Worcester, which was like a dying mall for so fucking long. So like it had like a couple chains in it, and then just like you walk by a store and it's like literally there was like a store in there that was like the equivalent. It was called like NY Bling Bling, and they sold fucking brooms. Like some
Broom?
brooms, yes. Like there was a counter up front where they sold like gold chains and stuff, and then like if you went far enough back, they also sold brooms. That is my frame of reference for the Wandering Emporium. Is
I
that
love that.
mall?
I'll
specifically.
talk about the liminal space that
Mhm,
that
mhm,
that
mhm,
that Echo and I are thinking of. Anyways,
mhm.
so do you kind of have like a directory for where we should be able to go, like where each store is? Are there
Ah,
signs above each area?
so we work on a hub and spoke central courtyard style um, structure, and here's a map. Sort of appear in his hands a little like theme park style map of all of the places here, and I will list them. Just
Mhm.
I say this with love. It wouldn't be a Wizards of the Coast module if it didn't have a sprinkle of mystical Orientalism in it.
Oh, of course. That's half of what they do here.
I love
I
how
made it less worse. I want to be honest, just so we're
no,
clear.
looking at the art, I'm like,
No,
Yeah.
as soon as Jason started saying the names, I was like, oh, yep, that's what's happening.
Yeah.
I love Wizards of the Coast for being like, what's a universal experience everyone's had? A vaguely Middle Eastern man selling them travel packages, and it's like, no, that is racist. You are being racist right now.
Mhm. Yeah. I love Dungeons and Dragons.
Welcome to Die Die, where we rip apart every single.
Again, I made it less worse. I
Oh shit, can we
promise.
go to the Infernal Rapture?
Absolutely. I see the restaurant in Spa.
Okay. I might
No,
out.
he did say that there was a restaurant. How much are packages at the restaurant in Spa?
Oh, we could probably ask Sineth about the other warlords.
Oh, the prices vary. Depends on what you're hoping to get. Services received. Offer
Do you do any
several.
sort of Groupon?
We have group packages. It all depends on what benefits you're looking to receive on the other side.
I would love to get a massage because I am, and she's talking to the group, I am developing a second set of pectoral muscles.
Mm-hmm.
So having a
You're-
massage would be great.
You're probably
Yeah.
also developing a second set of traps.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I have muscles on muscles. I look so ugly, which is doing wonders for my frail body asthma. That's not the right word.
Image?
Body
No.
image, you're like body dysmorphia.
Yeah!
Mm.
Siobhan over here. Well, of course Siobhan knows about. I'm sorry, that was mean. I just think that you grew up in a very. Things are
It's
so hard
you
for a
know
little
what's kind
girl.
of funny. You keep assuming these things about me, but I have a great relationship with my mom, great relationship with my siblings. I love my cousin very much. He actually travels the world and brings back gifts. He worked for somebody in Chult, actually.
Oh, neat. Who is your cousin?
He's actually an artificer like you, Marty, except he focuses more on the the up and coming GUNS, I think they're called.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
gee.
the Great Universal Nullifiers.
Yeah, those.
Yeah, I've heard about those. I don't like them. Like I
I've
get the point of
shot
them.
some.
What?
Well, Draxel. I had his
Oh,
kid.
Jiraiya
Of
makes.
course, I'm
makes
gonna
sense.
shoot some fucking guns. Well, dude, all you have to do is walk up to Draxel and kind of, and then go, "Can I play?"
And he's like, yeah.
Yeah, and then he says, "Yeah," and then you shoot his guns, which
And then
isn't
you shoot his
euphemism. Most of the time, Draxel is just so happy he got to show off his toys that he's just kind of like, "Okay, you can go now. Grab your gift bag on the way out."
Mhm.
I do encourage it. The gift bags are insane.
Hmm.
You do have to sign a whole bit. It doesn't matter. Anyways,
Yeah.
just something to do with the custody case. It's fine.
Yeah. My family was
Uh-huh.
pretty much supportive. My sister hated me going into the Hill Riders, but
So why the fuck are you out traveling? Like, why did you go to the Hell Riders? I'm sorry.
mean-
This has been bothering me. Why did you do it if you're like happy?
so the thing was that when I was growing up, I had like a lot of anger issues. And, you know, at first I managed to kind of quell those. My ma ended up enrolling me in, you know, like one of those like weapons and like martial arts type classes.
Yeah.
And those were good. And they did help me get like a good sense of like body image and whatnot. But then I still needed that kind of order. And so, you know, the Hill Riders did the song and dance about, oh, if you join us, you'll be able to get like so many benefits, and you know, there's like regimented
Travel.
structure and travel the and and travel the world, and you'll see things you've never seen before, you know, all that stuff.
Yeah. Like
And the Hell
I
Riders
imagine
were
it's a
like,
lot
be all
like
you can
how
be,
it
am I
is
right?
when-
Fuck.
Yeah.
The
Imagine
thing
it's-
that did, however, cinch it for me was definitely the horse.
The few, the proud.
Really? The horse?
I do like horses, yeah.
You like horses?
I'm so
Wow.
sorry.
You are captivating, Siobhan.
Thank you.
That was the full compliment. I think you're very captivating. That was exciting. I mean, just to listen to you talk to that about that.
It's nice
As
hearing
you-
about you.
Thank you, Jeremy.
As you all are having this conversation, Mahadi is sort of taking a look, a very extensive look at Lulu.
Hey, looking's free, but
With that intention, might have to charge.
yeah. What do you? you-
No, it's just been so long since I've seen a holly.
We've seen a Holly
What?
before.
Oh, what?
A hollyphon.
I think
This
we
is
knew-
Lulu.
Oh, well, it's nice to meet you, Lulu.
You've
You
seen
as
one
well.
before?
Do you like her tutu?
It's fitting, I would say.
Thank you. I do outfits. And she's going to reach into her cleavage, pull out a gift, like a business card, hand it over.
Ah! Well, we always have vendor space.
Oh shit! For real? Fuck! I know what my retirement plan is if I don't get out of here.
Yes.
Good to
No, it's just been
You could like hire some employees and just come by every now and then.
very, very rare creature to see. So I just wanted to, wasn't trying to.
Do
be
you have a
strange.
lookbook, Jeremina?
Oh no.
A what?
We're getting
This is happening now. So a lookbook, if like sometimes if you design things and you have like very specific designs that you're proud of, you put those like picture, either like drawings of the design itself or drawings of how it looks on a model, you put those in a little portfolio, and so when you want to say get business with somebody that's like, you know, I guess, renowned, or you want to get a proper shop with an employer, you show them their lookbook and they'll look through it and be like, yes, I'm very interested in what you have to offer. Please design for us.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
My husband told me about those, but I kind of blew them off. Oh my god! Do I have to apologize? Take it back. Take it back, Siobhan.
No, cause my cousin Darwin had to do that when he went down to Chult to like work with his employer. He had to show off like the plans and blueprints of all the like designs that he had made, and like here's my credentials and why I'm good to make these things for you. And the same thing works in the fashion industry, as far as I know.
No, I do not have a lookbook.
Might be something you can work on while we're on the road.
Sure could be.
Hey,
Anyways,
Yes.
where have you seen the holly font before?
Oh, many. He'll like stroke his beard for a second. Many years ago.
oh, you look good.
He's even ancient. We love to see it.
How old are you?
I think I
Times weird in Avernus.
come in right about 62-ish prime material wise, but again, as you say, time is
62?
You
strange
do
in
not
Avernus.
look 62.
You look like you're in your 40s, mate.
Barely. 30s tops.
It's at least 60, and then he'll lean in and say, Rakshasa's age different, and then we'll
I
like,
fucking knew it. I took one look at it. It's like, this Orientum goes down deep. This man's a Rakshasa if I've ever seen one.
Again, I promise I made it less worse.
No. Yeah. You can already tell by the fact that you're treating him like a person.
Siobhan,
Yeah.
what's a Rakshasa?
I don't fucking know.
Is it hot?
Marty!
Yeah.
What's a Rakshasa?
Is it hot?
Does Mari know what a Rakshasa is?
Go ahead and make a Arcana or History check, and I will say, yeah.
Fuck, I can't believe being like, by the way, don't trust men with green eyes.
That is one of my
Rakshasa confirmed.
that is one of my tells. Like you were like hags have no feet. All Rakshasas have emerald green eyes. It's the fucking rules.
This is like, we came across a Rakshasa in
I'll be right back.
fucking whatchamacallit.
Dragon Heist. Sorry.
In Dragon Heist? I thought it was
There was also one in Dragon Heist. I don't know if you guys clocked him as a Rakshasa, but I used the same prompt because the PI down the street from you guys was a Rakshasa.
Oh shit.
Uh,
I remember the Yes, because I remember Wolf freaking out about the green eyes.
yeah, and I was like, "Why are you freaking out, bro? It's fucking. It's just describing words. Calm down." Anyways, what did you roll?
But I haven't. Oh no. Be in that one. So
Okay, so relative to Jeremina's question, you know that Rakshasas are a infernal type creature that is like furry in nature. So there may be some people that find them attractive, but it's a kind of a crapshoot, I think.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think, but like I know they're supposed to be like bestial to some degree, like not actually, because obviously, like he's not a beast because he's here talking with us, but like that same kind of like how gnolls are bestial, like they have like a thing going on.
Uh-huh.
Or like tabaxi.
Or tabaxi.
Okay.
Aarakocras to some degree. And lizard folk. I mean, you could probably hit it.
We'll see.
I
Time
don't
will
think you're gonna
tell.
be here for too long, but maybe when we come around again.
Well,
Also, hi,
I
Mahadi.
mean,
your
I'm not going to tell him dirty business, but I mean, the time was. No.
sister.
Oh,
Do we
nah,
want to go
mm-mm.
shall we go check out the
yeah,
stores that we
so
need to
can
check
we
out?
get a full food service and then like massages? How much would that be?
All of our business owners are independent. So
Oh,
pricing, you won't take them up with me. I simply collect collect the rent. Um, so um, I don't know.
I don't know. He is a landlord, though.
I had an assassin's kid. I had Jaraxel's kid. You think my standards are great?
Yeah, but like landlord. Whatever. That's fine.
But
Okay.
also,
Oh,
but
I'm
also, he's
sorry.
he's a landlord that's supplying a way for businesses to not pay rent in the Citadel. I
Marty,
No,
feel
that's
like that's
fair.
an
That's
important
fair. That's
distinction.
fair. Like
you do
ethical
not have
landlord,
room to
fine.
talk. You've got servants. You are the landlord.
They're not.
Out of character. Isn't her mom technically also a landlord?
No, her mom is a it's like the chief secretary, like secretarial manager at.
She's a paper pusher.
There we go. I forgot the words. Office manager for the House of Wonders.
Hmm.
Yeah, they do
Also,
not own any second homes.
he's a landlord, but he's also providing a way for these people to, actually have a business outside of
Yeah, that
the
is actually a good
machine.
point. That's a
Well,
good point.
no, wait. Now, I don't think that's a landlord. Like, I feel like a landlord is taking
He's like-
homes. This
he's
is
like a
guy
manager.
offering business
I-
space.
I
Yeah.
rescind my grievances. You all make very good points.
Okay,
Have fun, Jeremy.
thank you.
Do we want to check out what's the name of it?
So first thing we need to check out is the base exchange.
Yeah, from here to Avernus to see if we can set up some sort of like scrap business with them.
Okay.
It sounds
And also
like
exchange some of our gold.
messengers from here to Avernus. Maybe they can get messages out of
Maybe.
Avernus, right?
Potentially, we could see.
Yeah, let's check with Fetala first.
Mm-hmm.
Could you direct us towards from here to Avernus?
Oh, they have the map that they gave us.
Of course, the map. But if you simply walk down this street, you'll find yourself in the middle of a courtyard, which serves as the central point for all of our businesses. And you can simply follow the signage. It should be readable in whatever your preferred language is.
Thank you, Marty. I'll be honest with you. Can't read maps with a shite.
That's fine. Well, no,
Okay,
that's not what I mean.
neither can I.
That's under it. It's a learned process, technically. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. When I say it's a carnival map, I do mean like there's like a little Rakshasa in the corner, like pointing at a business, being like 5 stars.
A little chibi version of Mahadi point.
Yeah.
Um,
That's where Rakshasa is. Jeremy, this is where Rakshasa is. They're not usually that like small and adorable looking.
Yeah, it's really more of a hello Rakshasa. Like
I think Jeremina says something in Infernal. And I think Rhea is probably very upset at knowing Infernal. And then Jeremina follows up and says, sorry, Rhea. I'm sorry, baby.
you need to be cognizant of what you say.
She doesn't even do that in common, Ray. I'm sorry.
I know.
Rhea was
It's just-
gossiping with me earlier, and the things that I can say in Infernal that I don't know how to say in Common.
There are so many additional words for nasty things in Infernal. They get so much more specific in such a shorter period of time. upsetting.
One of the nail salons taught me a new word I didn't know. I didn't know this, but girth translates very well.
Perhaps we should go see what's going on.
Let's go see Fatala. Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go see Fatala.
And with that, you all, as you all step into the street and head towards the courtyard of the Wandering Emporium, Mahadi snaps his fingers and just sort of disappears in the same way that he appeared, having welcomed you all and sort of briefed you on what is happening here inside of the Wandering Emporium. And due to literally the fall of the dice, I think that this is where we should leave it, and we will open next session with you guys poking around the Wandering Emporium. It was a 1 in 6 chance that you guys.
And we always get the 6.
Well, it was actually a 1 in this instance because I work on the radial, right? Like, so, like, if the Wandering Emporium is here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so a 1 would have brought the Wandering Emporium to your location, and that's what I rolled. So, here we are.
Very fun.
For once, I'm actually happy with ending there. That hasn't happened in a while. I'm like, yeah, we should end there.
Oh, yes!
Oh!
This
All right.
little guy.
Well, tune in next week when we go get to see more about this Emporium. Have a good night, guys.
Before
Another
we
shopping
end,
episode.
March 31st, we will not have a game.
Yes.
And we'll make an announcement when we get closer.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody.
Night.